yeah, it's kind of shocking to go back to a series I long abandoned after making 2 videos with FNAF characters. Now, we're doing something completely different. Peppino Spaghetti, baby! Coming from the indie game Pizza Tower, which has actually had a long development, follows the paranoid, temperamental chef just trying to save his pizzeria from being blown up by an actual pizza face. With the help of friendly neighborhood chef Gustavo and sleazeball Mr. Stick, Peppino has to make his way through the tower to hopefully save his pizzeria. Pizza Tower is going to have to be hands down one of my favorite games of all time. With great animation on the characters, fun and wacky ideas, and just having amazing controls, I totally recommend it. And it's shocking to think I love this game so much, yet it's inspired by a game series I never played, being the Wario Land games. But what if Peppino, instead of having to relive his fake trauma, in the war, he gets more trauma by fighting in Super Smash Bros. Now, yes, Professor, I know Peppino might not have a chance at all. I mean, the 2 biggest indie characters, Sans and Cuphead, only got in as meat gutter costumes, and even though it is cool, it does kind of blow, especially for Cuphead, because I would have loved to see how he could have worked. Maybe another day. I highly doubt Peppino will be in this game. This is all for fun. And I might as well say right off the bat, Peppino is not gonna be an echo nor semi-clone for Wario. Despite the fact he and his origin game are very similar to the Wario Land games, I went out of my way to make him more unique from Wario. And hey, this is one of the only few times Wario not being heavily based off the Wario Land games is a good thing. And finally, number 3, I know Peppino actually technically got into a Smash game. Rivals of Ethers, which is a game similar to Smash Brothers, has a whole mod community surrounding around this game, and you can actually add any character you want that's modded. And you guessed it, Peppino is a character you can mod into the game. I only mention this fact because the actual creators of Pizza Tower, Mick Pig, were the one who created this mod, so it is official, and I might as well say, I did try not to rip off any of the moves they came up with. At least I tried, because I did break at least once. But let's finally get into this. Peppino, despite his fat appearance, would be a pretty light character, and of above average speed. He'll have 2 jumps and can crawl. Peppino starts his gem by throwing 2 pathetic looking slaps, like how it was in the older demos of Pizza Tower, where Peppino had a slap move, but also breaking a rule because Peppino does the same animation in the Rivals of Ether mod, but however ends by him throwing a hard punch with his right hand, in reference to one of his attack animations you can do when picking up and throwing an enemy in the game. His dash attack, Peppino will ram his head forwards, hopping a little while doing so. This is a reference to an attack animation he can do, and the way he rams at enemies in the game. His side tilt is another reference to an attack animation, having him chomp forward quickly. It's a quick move and has good range. No, it's not like the Wario chomp, damn it. His up tilt have him swing both his fist upward, loosely inspired by the animation of when he turns around in Mach 1 of his charging, though actually more inspired by SpongeBob's up tilt from Nick All-Star Brawl 2. I don't know why I did this, I just think it fits. His down tilt, he'll dash forward on the ground, putting his feet out. This move doesn't do that much damage, but it's good for moving around. Based off of when you crouch during max speed, Peppino will start sliding. His side smash, he pulls his fist back, looking like he's gonna punch forward hard. However, he trips and falls on his face. This is a pseudo-reference to when Peppino enters Phase 2 of Boss in Pizza Tower. I did this falling on his face thing because it still feels in character and makes it more unique from his jab, where he does the same thing. And Wario, does a move similar to it, and like I stated, I don't want him to be the greedy fat man. I want to be the paranoid fat man. His up smash, he'll fling his fist upward while spinning and jumping for a little bit, in reference to his uppercut attack, which is good for taking out enemies from above. For his down smash, I wanted to get creative here. Peppino will jump in the air and blast his shotgun downward, creating a blast underneath him. This is based on the shotgun power-up you can get, and the levels don't make a sound and roar, specifically when you shoot it downward, replacing your body slam move. Now getting in the air, these were pretty hard to come up with, mainly because Peppino doesn't really do aerial attacks often or at all, so I had to take creative liberties. However, neutral air was actually pretty easy to come up with, being his super taunt. I'll explain that more later when I get into the specials, but basically Peppino will strike an insane pose, causing a shockwave around him, damaging opponents. His forward air is a really wacky one. Peppino starts running in place, having him kick his legs multiple times, doing multi-hitting damage. Very weird, I know, but better than, I don't know, just giving him a kick. Okay, guess what? You know what I found out? Apparently Peppino does have an unused spray for an attack where he does just that.
The use of words expressing something other than their literal intention. Now that is irony.
His back here is where it gets a bit more interesting. Peppino's mouth will burst with flame, sending him forward, based on the air dash move you can do in Oregano Desert by getting spicy chicken thrown at you. His up air will have it where he pulls out a sword and then get electrocuted. Then you saw the transformation sequence when you attain the night outfit from Pizzascape. And finally his down air is, you can probably guessed it, the body slam. The fact Wario doesn't have his ground pound is a shame, so Peppino is picking up the slack here. It's pretty simple. Peppino was slammed to the ground. The longer he's in the air, the more damage he does. Like most slamming down aerials in Smash, it's good for spiking opponents, but you better watch out and not slam your way into the blast zone. But for real, why doesn't Wario have the ground pound? Like, really? In fact, why doesn't Mario have one too? That would have been critical. Okay, wait a minute. What is going on with Italians slamming their asses in the ground? Peppino would just simply grab the opponents with two hands. However, here's a unique gimmick. He will actually dash forward a little bit, like how it works in the original game. Keep in mind, though, it doesn't go that far, because that'd be broken. Peppino would simply pummel his opponents in the face. His forward throw would have it where he whacks the opponents with a golf club, like how he does to Grease Ball in golf. For his back throw, he'll first hoist the opponents up like how he picks up an enemy in Pizza Tower, and simply eat them back. So, basically Dr. Mario's back throw. For his up throw, he'll literally just uppercut them, sending them flying, literally just doing the actual up throw from the game. And for the down throw, he grabs them and pile drives them in the ground, giving them a massive headache and burying them. Like you guessed it, this is from the OG game. For Peppino's neutral special, he does what else? Charge forward like a motherfucker. Peppino does the max speed charge. If you simply press it, Peppino will only start to charge, but not do it. You have to hold the button for like 0.8 seconds before Peppino goes into Mach mode. In this state, he can ram into any opponent, causing big damage. He can also jump and turn around in this state. Also, a new thing he can do is wall climb. By contacting a wall in this state, he'll climb up it, and you can jump off, still retaining your speed. However, just because you could turn into a very fast tank, the keyword is fast. Peppino is extremely hard to control due to his speed and his traction and becoming more slippery. Not every Peppino player can just go hog wild at this first, so you gotta be careful while using it, or you'll be like me in the Pig City Secret Stage, aka suck dick. Well, this joke doesn't work anymore because I'm a pro at it now. This joke sucks. For his side special, he wields a gun. No, like, literally. During the Vigilante in Phase 2 of Pizza Head, Peppino gains a gun, and that's his side special. It will work like how it does in the OG game. Peppino can easily spam bullets if you rapid press them. However, even though they are quick, they don't do knockback and do pitiful damage. However, if you want to deal a heavy hitter with it, if you use side special and hold the button, Peppino will charge the bullet with an indicator popping up. It'll take a while for the bullet to charge, but when it does massive amounts of damage and good knockback. So basically, it's a high risk, high reward for it. Do you want to spam it but not do a crazy amount of damage, or risk being out in the open but do insane amount of damage and not back? Well, personally me, I would use the up B. So moving on to the up special. It is a very simple one. He does the super jump. Peppino will charge the jump and letting go will make him go up very high. It's pretty slow, but has great vertical range. Also, if you tap the B button during this move, Peppino will actually shoulder bash forward, doing multi-hitting damage and having good horizontal range. But I will mention, despite the shoulder bash doing damage, his high jump does not. This is only done to make him, less broken, because as of now, Peppino got some amazing airtime that'll probably get him banned from tournaments. His down special is also a very simple attack, being a taunt. In Pizza Tower, you can taunt, which basically acts as a parry, which is exactly what Peppino will do here. Peppino parries an attack. Also, like in the OG game, if he does this move in the air, it'll actually stall him in the air. Keep in mind, you do have to time it just right if you want to successfully pull it off, and not be like me during the fake Peppino boss fight, aka suck dick. Well, I made this joke twice now. I'm so good at writing. And no, he doesn't do a super taunt here. I already made it as nair where it actually hurts people. I feel like Peppino's whole thing should be how quick and slippery he is. However, he can hit hard and be great if you be careful and time things well, like in the original game. So you better be equipped with the grease or you're getting drowned in it. So let's finally move on to the heavy hitter. When getting the smash ball, Peppino's anger reaches his peak and he screams out to the hills thanks to the opponents. Then he dashes forward, catching one of them. If caught, a cinematic final smash will play, where Peppino is seen beating the complete tar out of them on top of the tower, before they slowly rise up until he finally pile drives them in the ground, making the tower crumble. The final smash is very characteristically called the death that you deserve, Ioli, being based off the final part of the boss fight with Pizza Head in the game. This move hits extremely extremely hard. Even though only one opponent can be caught, it will most likely kill them at low percents if they're caught. And even after the final smash is over, it creates a shockwave around Peppino, damaging opponents to really drill in. Get it? This move. I really do feel like there would be no other move to base the final smash on. It's literally perfect, like the actual game. And this moveset too, you know, I'm just saying. For Peppino's stage entrance, he'll walk out of one of the tower's doors, which slams down where he looks shocked. You guessed it, it's based off when he enters a level in the game. First taunt, Peppino's up taunt will have him perform a vaudeville dance, cane and all, based off of one of the idle animations. His down taunt will be him viciously biting his hand, yet again based off another idle animation. Fun fact actually, I thought this idle animation was just simply referencing Peppino's paranoid personality, because most people when they're nervous bite their hands, but no. Apparently this is an actual Italian gesture, meaning if I catch you, I will kill you. You know, makes sense. And yeah, I know Peppino has more Italian gestures and even standard idle animations, but we'll designate those to the actual idle animations. For a side taunt, I got a bit creative. Since we can't actually use, the taunts themselves, since that's an attack, I did something else. Peppino will do something that looks like a taunt from the game, where he smiles and points out one of the top-ends he collected. The top-ends are randomized, so basically Pac-Man's side taunt. Now for his victory stuff. His victory theme I think should be a rock remix of the theme of when you beat a boss. However, it has a nice little charm. I feel like the Mario Sunshine acapella dudes should play as well, referencing the level cards. It really add that secret sauce to an already kick-ass song. The second one would be the camera zoom far away from Peppino before he swoops around striking a pose, until posing from behind, striking the Italian salute, based on the animation he does when getting the P rank. I think it'd be cool that the tower from the original was the Smash emblem, because I think it would make a little more sense here. And the final one will have Peppino giving a thumbs up, like how he does during an A rank, but then fall on the ground completely still, making the same pose, but with an anxious and broken expression. For costumes, this one was pretty easy to come up with since Pizza Tower already gives us so many options for costumes, but I still wanted to give some original ones here as well. So getting into things, his default appearance will be what else? His classic white attire. His shirt's colors, Peppino's shirt and hat will be blue, referencing the Sage Blue costume and is designed from the Sage demo. His next color is red and refers to the Blood Red outfit. His third costume, this part is totally not edited in post, is he will have a purple outfit and refers to the TV purple costume you get after doing the hardest rank in every level, the P rank. Next is one of the more unique colors I thought of. Peppino's black will be brown, and at the same time his whites would be a lighter blue. This is referencing Gustavo, Peppino's friend, who is another chef, and Brick, the stupid rat Gustavo befriends in the tower. Funny enough, actually, this is also technically a double reference to the unfunny outfit you get in the game, which shares the same color as the stupid rat, the immovable objects that you have to use a transformation for in the game. Next, Peppino's black will be yellow, and he wears an orange shirt and a yellow hat, in reference to the Noise, one of the bosses in the game, and Peppino's sitcom rival. Alright, moving on. Noise? What was it? Your cameo is over. Go home. Wait, what? Noise. Back off. Noise. Oh, God. Okay. The Noise. As a fighter. Keep in mind, I never really thought of the idea of making the Noise an Echo Fighter, or lack of a better term, semi-clone to Peppino. I know this video is already going to be long enough, and I didn't have that many ideas on what I wanted to do for him. However, this all changed when Pizza Tower added a recent update, being the Noise update. After beating the game as Peppino, you can replay through it again as the Noise, who has his own special movements and stuff, which honestly was so cool I decided to say, screw it, why not make Noise a fighter too? And besides, I love the Noise to death since he's so goofy and wild and psychotic. I feel like it would be great for Smash, and finally get a leg up on Italian Man. However, let's get through the rest of Peppino's stuff before we talk about Fedor over here. Next, Peppino's shirt and hat will be dark blue with skulls on them, referencing the Bad Bones costume you get after getting hit 50 times. Next is a camouflage outfit, which is the exact same one you get after beating War for the first time. And finally, a pizza-themed outfit with pepperonis, mushrooms, sausages, the works, loosely based off the pizza outfit you get after beating the game for the first time. Now I want to talk about something real quick. I think Peppino should have a gimmick, that being a visual one. In Pizza Tower, the TV HUD will change depending on Peppino's emotions. Well, what if Peppino's icon did that? It'd normally be the default render, though judging by whether he gets hit, kills someone, or loses a stock, his emotions on the icon would change. Just a fun visual gimmick, that's all. Alright. Let's make some noise. Noise would not really work as an echo per se, but rather work as a semi-clone, where he will share moves from Peppino, but overall have his own unique tricks up his sleeve. So starting off, Noise will be a lot more floatier and have an extra jump, and still be able to crawl, but also wall jump, referencing his old rocket jump and his new wall bounce. His neutral jab will be roughly the same. He'll do one comedic slap, but end with a swing with his red baseball bat he has. His side tilt will work different from Peppino, however, where he'll swing a frying pan from right to left. This is also can be angled. This is a nod to Noise's old attack animations, back when he didn't use his mouth. His up tilt will have him fling a right fish upwards. Again, like the pan, is a nod to his old attack animations. His side smash has him cover himself with his cape, in reference to his idol when having a high combo, and then swipe his cape forward, spinning a little bit. This is based off his modern attack animations, specifically the cape one. For his up smash, it will work like his version of the uppercut, where he launches a little higher than Peppino while slashing his hands out. His down smash will have him use the Noise Crusher. He'll raise it in the air and slam back down hard. This will create a little shockwave around the area, and if the opponents are under the Crusher, they'll be buried. Dash will be the Noise transforming into a boxer outfit and extending his fists, enlarging it until he falls to the floor. This is in reference to how Noise golfs in golf. Nair will be the same, just the super taunt, but forward air won't be, as he'll pull out a horn, which the words honk will come out, doing damage. This doesn't reference like anything, I just feel like it fits with Noise's goofy personality. The back air would be the same as Peppino's, but its up air on the other hand will be different. I was thinking could just be Noise's version of when he gets the night transformation, but I think it'd be funnier if it referenced something else. He'll simply inflate his goofy head, making it like a balloon until it deflates back to normal. This is in reference to both an idle animation, but also Noise's rap balloon mechanic found in Pig City. Down air would also be very different. Noise would do his tornado spin. This move in Pizza Tower instead replaces the dive, where Noise spins around attacking enemies. It would work very similarly in Smash. Noise would fly down, his movements becoming more slippery. Once he lands, he stays in the tornado, being able to hit opponents. However, as per usual with these types of moves, if you do it off the stage, you're most likely going to die, so be careful. Next is grabs, and unlike Peppino's, Noise will grab opponents like a normal human being. I'll explain why later. So for Noise's pummels, he'll jab the opponents with a damn knife, a nod to a couple of times where Noise uses one. For his forward throw, he'll ram towards the opponents with a big red helmet on, referencing a few of his older moves where he uses one. For his back throw, he'll chomp the opponent's head and throw them backwards. For the up throw, he'll shove a thumbtack on the opponent's bum, being a homage to his old up throw attack. I did the older one instead of the new one because I think it looked too similar to Peppino's. And the down throw simply has him use the Noise Crusher again, slamming them down on the opponents, burying them. Again, hey, I guess he really wants it to be a pizza pie, so then he can throw them in the trash! Alright, so finally the time has come. The specials. Noise neutral will instead be him kicking bombs, like how he does when facing off a boss in the game. The bombs will be kicked forward and hop around a bit until exploding. Noise can only have 2 bombs at a time, and he can't spam kick the bombs instantly once he kicks one. The bombs, however, do really good damage, and have splash damage as well. I mean, no, the other bombs. They also bounce around a little, and will sort of home in on their targets, since, I mean, they have to be alive, like, look at them. Now for the side special. I'm gonna be real. I did not want to give Noise a mock charge. I know, shocker. I know Noise does do one like Peppino in the game. I think it would be funny for him to like turn into a rocket and smash, but I feel like it wouldn't fit this movement style I have for Noise. So instead, I thought of something completely different. And that is completely ripping off Felicio Fan's Peppino and Smash concept. Felicio Fan's idea for Peppino's side special would be him dashing forward, grabbing the opponents, and pile driving him to the ground. So kind of like Bowser's side special. Well, I didn't do this for Peppino, I'm gonna do something similar for the Noise. He'll dash forward with his sharp teeth unhinged. This is also why Noise doesn't do this when grabbing, I was saving it for this. So basically Noise will shoot forward with his sharp teeth until grabbing the opponents, then in a basketball outfit, he'll dunk them onto the stage. The move will have some good horizontal range and vertical when actually picking up the opponents. Also, even though Noise can wall jump, if he does actually do the side special on a wall, he can actually do the wall bounce from the game. Noise can bounce off the wall, giving him some nutty vertical range. However, be careful, since unlike Peppino's wall climb, you can't spam it, since it will start making him go down after a while. And in general, be careful when doing the side special off ledge, because like with Bowser, Noise can lose a stock if doing it in that way. Also, yes, I know Noise transforming into his old pile drive animation is weird when he got an updated one, but screw you, I prefer the old one. Now moving on, here's a big change. 3 times in a row, his up special, because it will work slightly differently from Peppino. If on the ground, Noise will hop on his pogo stick. Okay, it will be very different from Peppino, but hear me out. He'll hop in the air once and keep bouncing around. You can control where he bounces. That's very good for movement and sniping people from a distance. The way you can cancel is by doing an aerial attack. For the up B in the air, Noise will shoot up with his jetpack, basically acting like Peppino's super jump. However, in contrast to Peppino, when activating the super jump, Noise can move around, like how he does in the original. And unlike Peppino's shoulder bash, Noise will actually spin. That happens automatically and is way faster. However, just to completely mess with muscle memory, unlike Peppino's super jump where the jump doesn't hurt and the shoulder bash does, Noise's version is the other way around, with the super jump hurt and the spin doesn't. Cause why not? Anywho, his down special is the exact same as Peppino's, no differences. He can taunt and get parry if the timing is right, so let's move on. For his final smash, this one will be a kick-ass one. He'll transform in the Super Noise, where then he throws a million bombs at the opponents until laughing maniacally, ending with a big noise bomb, blasting the whole stage, dealing damage to basically everyone. This move can hit very hard, and chances are if all the Noise bombs do connect, you're gonna turn into ash. This is of course referencing Noise's version of the final phase of Pizza Head. Now for extras, Noise's stage entrance will be him riding on his hot air balloon before dropping and bowing. I didn't do the level entrance animation because I already did that for Peppino, and I feel like this one fits Noise better. Noise's first time will be him shaking his bum, in reference to a gloating animation he does in his flight. The second taunt I really wanted to be Noise just flipping the opponents off, because I think that'd be really funny, but unfortunately that would not be allowed, so instead I had to get creative here. Noise would press a button on remote control, which then nothing happens and he shakes it off. This is a homage to how Noise would have worked in the older Pizza Tower demos, where he was the one to activate pizza time instead of Pillar John. And finally, the last taunt would have Noise simply do a little shuffle, being the exact same one he can do in an aisle animation. Now for victory animations, Noise's first would be him bowing before being hoisted up and striking a peace sign. That is until after the splash screen, Noise will fall. This is in reference to Noise's version of his P-rank animation. Next, Peppino can be seen chilling until Noise just starts attacking him. A big fight ball happens until Noise is seen standing on Peppino doing a little jig. This is in reference to two things, the fight ball mechanics seen in the swap mode of Pizza Tower, and the transition for the phases in the Noise fight. The little jiggle the Noise does is also a reference to how he gets a key. But also, the whole victory is just based off of how Noise is always a pain in Peppino's bum. Also, before you say Peppino can't be in the victory animation, Mario can be in Piranha Plants, so I think it's gonna work. And the final one will have Noise slam a boombox on the ground until breakdancing and sliding all over the place, the same way he does when you hold the taunt button down in the game. Now finally, colors. This one was definitely a lot harder to come up with compared to Peppino's, but I think I struck a good balance between them. So beginning with the first color, should have Noise in a pink suit with a red cape. This is a reference to the feminine side costume, when you get after spending all your money on this weird rabbit. This is a reference to Moveset. Noise's even more annoying and weirder wife who owns a cafe in the Pizza Tower, apparently. Next we'll have Noise in blue with a pink cape and also have a darker skin tone. This is a reference to the Doys, a parody version of the Noise that replaces them in Floor 3. Then Noise will be brown with a red cape and green skin. This is a reference to the Force Goblin costume, which itself is a reference to the Noise Goblins. How you get this one is by not killing any of them in the level Gnome Forest, which is easier said than done. Next, Noise's yellow and brown will be reversed, and reference to the reverse colors you get after beating John Gutter, the first level, with a D rank in 4 minutes. Next, Noise has a green cape with pink and purple swirls, based off the Madman costume you get by finishing a level with Pizza Face nearby. Next, Noise will gain a purple wall-like pattern on his suit and a light purple cape. This is a reference to the Tower Guy costume you get after signing every single PTG in a level. And finally, the last one is a made-up one, being Noise in all black with his cape and mask being white. This is of course a reference to the man himself, Peppino, because I mean it makes sense because, you know, Peppino got a Noise costume, Noise got Peppino, it's great. But also, this is a slight nod to the character Pizzella, the role and gender swap version of the Noise from the fan game Sugary Spire. I think that's what I said. And that's it for... Wait, what? We still have time? But I've been talking for like 40 minutes! What else do I need to talk about? I gotta talk about the character... Oh. So yeah, unlike the other concepts I made, I decided to think of a stage, because I feel like Pizza Tower is so fun and vibrant that they could work as a stage in Smash, but what would I pick? And also, I typically would have to pick 2 stages, one for Peppino and one for Noise. Now, I could pick, like, the hub world, I guess, but I didn't really want to do that. Now, if I wanted to pick a level, a lot of people probably would assume I'm gonna pick John Gutter, the first level. Well, I didn't want to, because all the other Pizza Tower levels have fun and unique themes, while John Gutter is... what's the theme? Purple? Like, no thank you. I was thinking of ones like War, or Golf, or Crush Cove, I don't know. But I decided to finally settle on Pig City. Since I think it keeps the wacky charm, it makes the most sense for a platformer fighter. I feel like the stage would have a simple layout, have a big center tower where you fight that dips down, and 2 medium side towers on each side, while there's a couple floating platforms as well, while in the background you see a busy city with the Pillar John staring at you in the center. Now, this may seem like a simple stage, just a few platforms here and there. That is until the timer reaches 1 minute, or the player is on their last stock. Gustavo Brick would appear, and that's right, folks. With the pillar gone, pizza time is activated, with the place going to flames. The 2 towers crumble, and the platforms start moving faster, making it more chaotic. This entire concept of the stage going to after a certain time is actually based off a Mishka's video, What If Wario Was in Melee, where for the Wario theme stage and the concept he had, an idea similar to this. I honestly think it's a great idea because it emphasizes the panicness of pizza time and brings one of the, if not the most iconic thing from that game into Smash. And also, this is one of the reasons why I decided to pick Pig City, because unlike the other levels, it really shows the destructiveness of pizza time. And before you say this is not possible, bro, the WarioWare stages you play have mini-games. I think it's possible. For Noise, I think it should just be, well, his boss stage. You can call it NTV Studio, where it would basically just be a recreation of the actual boss stage. I think it will work similarly to the King of Stadium stage, the Final Fury stage, where there would be these walls that you have to, like, you know, hit the opponents hard enough to break through them. If the timer's on its last minute, or if one of the players loses the last stock, the noise balloon will come in crashing down, and the walls will be removed, making the stage easier to attack opponents in. It basically pseudo works like pizza time, but, you know, bosses don't have pizza time, so, you know, it's the next best thing. And that's it for What If Peppino and the Noise was in Smash. I honestly do love that Smash does finally have indie game representation, though I wish we got a fighter and not a Mii costume. No, I don't count Steve, Minecraft's not indie anymore. And sure, I don't think it's 100% possible for these 2 goofballs to be in the game. I'm holding my breath for a few different characters, but I think they'd be so fun and insane and just plain goofy that I would love to see them duke it out with, like, Corin. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. Now will you excuse me?
I have to go get that thing out of my room. I sleep there.